another story, it's ever here. Okay, I've thought long and hard about doing this story time. It's not an easy one for me to talk about. It's even harder for me to talk about this one than it was for me to talk about my autism one. And this is at age 16. I was told I'd never have kids. And I know that might be a little bit strange coming from somebody who's asexual to say it's hard to talk about because you'd think somebody who's asexual wouldn't want kids. But that is one thing that, even though I'm asexual, I did want. I only realised I was asexual when I was 28, 29ish. But so I think that's why the asexual thing didn't really affect me on the kids front, because I knew from when I was 16 that I would never be able to have children. But it's still kind of strange to hear someone who's asexual say they wanted kids. And it all started when I was 13, 14. I got this really bad virus and my temperature went dangerously high. I couldn't keep anything down, I couldn't drink anything, couldn't eat anything, nothing would stay down. And that was, say, when I was 13, 14. But that went on for a good few years. I would get it once in the summer, once at winter, and it was like that for a good few years. Touch wood, I've not had it for a long time. I seem to have grown out of it if you grow out of something like that. But either it's just stopped now, or I've had it but not to the extent I had it when I was a kid. And it all kind of, every year this would happen. And my mum, at one point, she ran for the doctor to come out to me, and she was told, the doctor can't come out to you, he's got a lot of patients, bring her down. And my mum tried to argue that I wasn't well enough to go to the doctor's surgery, and they just wasn't having any of it. So my mum, I was still in my pyjamas, and this one time I had it in summer. So my mum just put some shorts on me, strappy t-shirt, and just picked me up and got my dad to take me down to the doctor. She had to get my dad out of work, that's how bad I was. Just scooped me up, carried me into the doctor's, and as soon as the receptionist saw me, she ran to the doctor and got the doctor to come out to me in the waiting room. And the doctor did go berserk at the receptionist, like saying like I was not well enough to come for surgery. She should have come and said, look, can you go out after surgery's finished to see this girl? And they took me into the doctor's surgery. He pressed my stomach. I was getting a lot of pain in my stomach, and I didn't like the light. I was sensitive to touch, and all the symptoms was that of meningitis. And the doctor never actually confirmed that it was meningitis, but one other doctor said there's a 90% possibility that it was a strain of meningitis that I had, the viral one. But the doctor gave me antibiotics, said make sure I drink lots of water, just keep me hydrated, and if I got any worse during the night to take me to the hospital anymore. Didn't really get any worse during the night, didn't really get any better. But 2 days later, I was back on my feet, I was a bit more with it, and everything seemed fine. I was wrestling, doing the Olympic mat wrestling at the time, and I had to take 2 weeks off from that, but I went back to that, and a few days after the illness, it was like nothing had happened. I was back to my normal self. I was back to school, back to wrestling, back to just being a regular teenager. And that, I said, everything, nothing happened. And then winter came, and I got the virus again. But this time, my mum said, look, last time, she was not well enough to come into the surgery. Can you please come out? So this time, it was the same doctor who I saw the previous time. And he said, look, I remember, I'll come out to you. He said, it'll be around 5, because that's when my last patient is. And mum said, look, just as long as you come. He came out, he said, yeah, it's the same virus as before. She's sensitive to light, she's can't keep anything down, her temperature's high as anything. It is the same virus as before. He put me back on the same antibiotics, and again, 2 days later, well, not even 2 days, like 24 hours later, I was fine. Now, my mum says she'd never seen anybody make such a quick recovery. So it must have been really powerful antibiotics he gave me. I don't know what it was just these antibiotics. And then summer, the same thing happened again. And the doctor this time it was a different doctor, so he came up, pressed my stomach. First thing he turned around to my mum, because she'd be pregnant. And my mum was like, no, she never goes out of the house, she never has any contact with lads unless it's at wrestling, and even then, when you go pick her up, she goes straight in, comes straight out. And at school, that's the only time she has any contact with lads. And the doctor turned around to my mum and said, oh, do you know she's not pregnant? Do you watch her every day? My mum was like, I don't watch her every day, but I know where she is every day. She doesn't go out, because at the time I didn't have many friends in that area where I was living. So, no, it goes, well, when she's better, come to surgery and we'll do a pregnancy test. So it gave me the same antibiotics as the last doctor. 2 days later, fine, so my mum took me down and said, look, the doctor said when she was better she had to come in for a pregnancy test. So I went to see the doctor. He got me to do a pregnancy test, obviously came back negative. And then it happened again. So this time the doctor, it was the same doctor who seen me the previous 2 times, said, look, this isn't right, there's something wrong here, there's something not right. I want to go for these tests. So I went for these tests, and there's like blood tests, and I hate blood tests. Oh, just a thought blood test, I hate them. He did the blood tests, did other tests and that, and then we got called in to go to the hospital to get the results. And the doctor there said, look, it's showing that she's gone through the menopause early. Whatever virus it was that she had, it shuts her ovaries down. They're just dead. There's nothing. She'll never be able to have children. And at the time, you know, I hadn't realised I was asexual, and I hadn't realised, well, we kind of knew the autism thing, but it wasn't confirmed, so we just thought I was like growing up in my mannerisms and things like that. And he said like she'll never have kids. And to be told that when you're 16, that is, at the time I couldn't really get my head around it, and it was hard to understand because you have this whole preconception of what life's going to be when you're a kid. You're going to have the perfect job, you're going to have, and you're going to get married, you're going to have kids, you're going to have, you just got this whole life mapped out and in your head, and you know, to be told that that's probably not going to happen, it's it was hard, but I kind of accepted it, and even now, like when I have a couple of people not in my circle, but a couple of people I know, probably the closest one to me is Danielle. She's having a little girl in May, and you know, even seeing people not pregnant or to be told they're having kids, it doesn't actually faze me. It's that around Christmas, you know, like this time we've just had, kind of like, because you see everybody, like the kids, like get excited and getting ready for Christmas, and that is the worst time, because you know, I'm not gonna have that magical Christmas again where like you get to enjoy a little kid like getting all excited over presents and things like that, and that part's sad, but I kind of come to accept that as well. I think the time I did find it the hardest was when I realised, or when I got diagnosed with autism, and I was kind of it's not been confirmed, but I always thought as well, I had the mindset of, well, I can't have kids, I'll adopt. But now, because I've got that diagnosis of autism, I probably can't adopt, because, you know, and I love to give somebody a home, like a kid a home. And I think actually the fact that I can't adopt, or might not be able to adopt, I think actually that's harder than being told you can't have kids, because I said, in my mindset I got, okay, I can't have kids, but there's plenty of children in care that I can give a good home to, and now I might not be able to do that, and I actually find that harder than being told you can't have kids. But I'll say Danielle, she's having a little girl, and she's got a little boy Ethan. So Ethan is adorable. I wasn't going to her today, but she's not so good. But he is such a little sweetheart. He is adorable. I call him my foster nephew. But whenever I go to see him, he'll see the car pull up, and he'll lie behind the curtain, and he's like, when I go in, he's like, find me, and he's hiding behind the curtains, and you've just seen him as you walk past the window, but he still shouts, find me. So yeah, you're right. I do love kids. I think they're brilliant, and like I said, Danielle, she's gone up to that I can pinch and spoil and be Auntie Eva too. But it was hard at first, but I kind of accepted it, and it's kind of weird that I kind of got this mindset of adopting, but now I might not be able to do that. But there's always some way, and you know, if any other people are going through this or something like this, please feel free to drop me an inbox or leave me a comment. You know, I'm more than willing to talk to you and help you in any way I can, because that's why I set up this YouTube channel, because I want to help people. I want to support people who's going through the same situations as me or similar situations to me, and if I can do that, then that's all I want to do, is just support and help people, and if I can find a way to do it, I will. But anyway, I'm sorry this has been quite, I won't say an emotional one, but sad. But for now, I will say love you lots and lots like jelly tots, and keep it wiggin' weird. Bye!